Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Who's podcast with me, Phil.
And me, Scott.
And this time it's another one of our knee-jerk reactions because we just finished watching the Interstellar Song Contest, the latest episode of Doctor Who. And wow, there was some big surprises in this one.
Yeah. There really was, wasn't there?
Yes, so before we go into all the surprises, what do you reckon?
What do you reckon?
No,
Because
no,
I didn't think you'd like it,
I'm asking
and you
you
seem to
first.
have enjoyed it. So
I'm
I want to know.
I'm asking you first.
I thought it was really good.
But it's
I
really
like
good.
the what was that song? There was a song that was like Jabba Jabba Jabba
Oh, that
Jabba.
weird little
Duck,
trumpet
duck
faced
thing.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was funny. I like that.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a strong episode and some dark plot twists, like all the bodies floating in space.
Yeah,
Like
I honestly thought,
dark.
yeah, I thought it was good right up
Mm.
until the point, well, the ending, basically.
Oh, the ending was a bit
Yeah,
like
so,
that.
but anyway, after all those sort of months or years of speculation, we finally find out who
Mm.
Mrs. Flood is. We'll come on to that a bit later. And now we're only going for 10 minutes with this, but um, no, I thought, oh, here we go, Interstellar Song Contest. I thought, oh, because I don't like Eurovision, because Eurovision's on tonight as well, and obviously we're putting this episode out earlier than we usually would do because we're not entirely sure whether Doctor Who's actually going to be on the telly tonight or not. Because the FA
Mm.
Cup's on. If that overruns, then Doctor Who won't be on the telly. Because Eurovision follows Doctor Who, and they're not going to cancel Eurovision or delay Eurovision to put Doctor Who on as normal. So, but as we recall, we don't know what's happening because it's well, early in the morning. We just literally just finished watching it on the
Hmm.
iPlayer. So there we go. So yeah, I thought okay, another sort of usual Doctor Who villain wants to take over so a nameless evil corporation.
Ooh,
But then they just got 100,000 people, and I thought,
yeah.
really, are they really going to go there with this Doctor Who? But no, they
Yes.
didn't because they're all surviving. It was a bit of a it sort of come out of nowhere. The Doctor was actually sort of fiddling about with stuff to
Mm.
create like a bubble around the station, like he knew it was going to happen. Unless he did it in that split second when all the sirens went off. I
Yeah,
don't know,
maybe.
but that it was an amazing image of all those people just going
Yeah.
up in like a funnel going up into.
Yeah, that
That was
was
quite horrifying,
scary.
actually. Yeah,
And Belinda probably most likely could have broken her back because she just was like on the
yeah,
roof.
onto the ceiling of
Yeah.
that little pod thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
worse than going into
Um,
space and getting frozen.
Yeah, I mean, in some respects, it was almost like a standard Doctor Who story. That the companion gets separated from the Doctor, and then
Mm.
they come together midway through the story. Usually, in the old days, that'd be split across 4 episodes, but this is like
Yeah.
condensed into 45 minutes, isn't it? But yeah, yeah, that bit was amazing. It just goes to show that Doctor Who can still kill off millions of people, thousands,
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of people, like it used to. But yeah, and then the little flashes of Susan
Yes,
as the
Susan.
Doctor's in space. That
Yeah.
was
I think
now that was again after all those after the last series that kept
yeah,
dropping hints
finally.
of Susan, and she actually was
In it.
in it.
Yeah.
Thing is though, there was somebody said, I
That
think it was last year, that she was spotted in near the studios in Cardiff.
mm,
So obviously that was true.
yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So that's interesting. So fine, so fine. We finally see we've
Susan
all been desperately seeking Susan, and here she is. Yeah,
after
after all these
50
years.
something years. Basically
Yeah,
59 years, I think.
yeah, it must be, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I don't
Dang.
know. When did she leave? 64.
Yeah. Oh, no. 60 years. 60 years now.
60 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Blimey. So, yeah, that's incredible to see her
Crazy.
back in it again. Why was she going to appear in the finale though? Or it's just a memory.
Because there was
Just the
um,
she's like the Doctor's conscience or something.
at a convention, she said that she was filming something but wasn't allowed to say.
She did actually, didn't
Yeah.
she? That was at
So,
Hooverville. Yeah, it was, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh well, so it all fits.
Yes.
It all fits. It all fits.
Timelines.
Yeah, it was last year actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't mind Rylan in it actually. He was surprisingly good. I thought he was going to be there was a bit of a jokey thing, but it
Yeah.
wasn't really. It was done sort of fairly sort of straight, to be honest. Graham Norton. as a hologram.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
delivered the death blow at the end, saying the Earth had been
yeah.
destroyed. So that
I
was,
think that was a plot twist. Or like three plot twists at the end of one episode, which is
yeah,
something you don't usually get. But
no, exactly.
I
What about the
think it
Doctor
worked.
going a bit mad, a bit evil?
I think that kind of suits. Like there has to be like how he like cries most episodes. Perhaps that's him like finally just having enough and just like instead of crying he just kills.
Well, he
Perhaps
said
that's
it.
his sort
He
of
says that it was the thought of like 3 trillion people being killed triggered him,
mm,
and it reminded him of
time war.
yeah, his own people. And it wasn't the Time War though, was it? Because it was the Master.
Oh yeah,
Because they
turned them
came
all into
back, didn't they?
Cybermen.
And
Yeah,
then yeah, the Cyber Lords, what they were called, which were awful. But anyway,
that one
um,
design looked good.
yeah. But then obviously the yeah, okay, it looked really good, as you say. The little trumpet creature with its little song that was quite fun. But yeah, then the end.
Oh,
Another
the
bite.
end.
So we finally the mystery of Mrs. Flood has finally been resolved. And what do you reckon?
I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it.
Not gonna complain.
Yes, I am. After I just to say, after all that time of guessing, now obviously from day one, I think people saying, "Oh, it's the Rani," and RTD did. So I think it also Anita Dawson said herself that someone has figured it out.
Yeah,
But it was just like obvious
yeah.
when you think about it, wasn't it?
Mm,
And I suppose you could say that's to do the obvious thing is unexpected.
yeah.
But it's not really, in it?
I mean, I
Because
guess
it's
it.
Russell T Davies. Everything he does is there's nothing unexpected with it.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, it's everything's just so obvious and it's such a damp squib. I feel the ending.
What do you think of the part where like the doors just like at the end where like the doors just like burst open,
Well, yeah, that
and
was
then the whole TARDIS was most likely going to light on fire? And
yeah, exactly. Oh no, there'll be a quick. He'll click his fingers and there'll be a
yeah,
force field and
yeah,
that'll be it. Yeah, yeah, that
something.
yeah. But no, I just found the whole reveal and another by regeneration as well, which when it happened to the Doctor is meant to be like a legend. It never happened before. Is this going to happen all the time now?
Perhaps this is just like perhaps it's like every 14th to 15th
Oh
regeneration.
God. And they brought back Mavity as well.
Yeah. Well, it's
I
kind of
thought that had been forgotten about the whole Mavity thing,
well, you
but
can't say gravity without gravity.
obviously, but I was hoping that had been forgotten about. But
Not really.
that again, that has served its purpose as well. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm in two minds about this episode, really,
So
because
what? Wait.
it was a fun little romp, and it was a little sort of sermon on like greedy corporations. They will do anything to make money if it means like killing off an indigenous species or a planet or something, which is what they do. Or
Mm,
it's like the we're sort of cutting down the rainforest for palm oil because that goes
mm,
into all sorts of things, and it shouldn't be it shouldn't be done. And then demonizing a whole race of people
yep.
to suit their ends.
Mm,
When really it was the corporation that's the evil ones,
whoever
not
they are.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I didn't mind that.
Mm.
I thought that part of the story was quite
Yeah,
good.
I
I like
thought that
that.
was it was there was something there about it. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I wasn't a Delta Wave, wasn't that what the Doctor was building in part of the ways to kill the Daleks off? Wasn't that
Oh,
a Delta? It wasn't
yeah,
that Delta Wave,
I
wasn't
think
it?
so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't watched that in ages.
Yeah, I think it was a Delta Wave. But yeah, so I mean, it was all right, but it was just that ending for me, just the reveal of the Rani. It was just sort of like, oh
What do you
God.
think of the new Rani? Like,
Well, they've actually used an Asian actress or actor, what you want to call it these days, to be the Rani because the Rani is a an Asian name,
mm,
so that kind of makes sense. But now you've got Mrs. Flood is now a Rani rather than the Rani.
because it's a past Rani.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But
very,
poor
very,
Mrs.
very.
Flood, bring back Mrs. Flood as her own person. Make her a harbinger or
Yeah,
something.
no, she's got to be a harbinger.
She's too much of a, she's too
She's not a god.
special.
She's not a god.
She's too special.
I reckon that come the end, Mrs. Flood will be bored of being bossed around by the Rani.
And then she'll be like, "You're gonna die."
There should be whatever, and then side with the
Because
doctor.
she did tell her, she told Mrs. Flood
I'm
to
I'm
shut up. How dare
I'm
she?
calling it now. That I think that's what's going to
How dare
happen.
she tell Mrs.
I
Flood
know,
to shut
I
up?
know. So interesting to see how this goes into Wish World next week.
Ooh, yes.
Um,
The looks like the same like villain people, like the droid things, whatever they are, look seem to be in Bushworld. because they seem to be in the background of one of the
Oh
scenes.
right, okay, you
So,
sure?
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I might be
Oh,
wrong,
okay. Oh,
but
it could be just a bit of a mishmash of everything.
could be like a 3 episode finale.
Oh yeah, it could be. Could be. Well, anyway, what do you want to rate this one?
Ooh, mm, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
You're gonna go
Um,
much lower. You're gonna go like,
no, I'm giving it a 7 because I
okay.
was quite enjoying it up until the ending, really. Which I might change my mind when Paul and I come back and do our more in-depth review. But
Mm.
my initial things at the moment, I was disappointed with that ending because it was just like really after
You
all
hate
that.
the Rani.
No, it's not. It's not that. The Rani wasn't all about. We'll see what happens
World
because,
domination. She was
yeah,
all about.
she was never about
She's a
that.
scientist.
Exactly. The Master was all about world domination. If they're just going to turn the Rani into yet another Master, then you might as well just get Missy.
Poor
To be honest,
Missy.
yeah, exactly. So we'll see, we'll see. So 8 out of 10 from you,
Yeah.
7 out of 10 from me.
Okay.
Cool. So need to explain what's going to happen in the coming episodes. So next week there will not be a knee-jerk reaction because we will be on holiday. We are going to miss Doctor Who. I know we're going to miss it. So, so what we plan to do, so that obviously there'll be no knee-jerk reaction and no more in-depth episode with Paul and myself. So what we're going to be doing is hopefully we'll do a knee-jerk reaction for Wish World when we get back off holiday. That's the plan. We'll do that as
Yeah.
soon as we can. And then obviously the reality was it's not going to be on anywhere until the broadcast on BBC One. So it's going to be on iPlayer at the same time, Disney Plus, wherever it's available at the same time, and in the cinemas in the UK at the same time as well. So nothing's going to get spoilt. So we're going to do a knee jerk reaction for Reality Wars. Record that straight after it is
Wish.
finished air,
Yeah.
it is airing. So Wish what we're going to try and do maybe maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. We're not entirely sure yet.
Or I might do 2 in 1. Two.
Or we might do a 2-in-1. We're not entirely sure, but you'll find out when it comes up. We'll definitely be back with a knee-jerk reaction for the Reality Wars. Anyway, in a sort of a couple of weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so good, excellent.
Yeah.
So as I said, Paul and I'll be back with our more in-depth take on the Interstellar Song Contest during the week. I couldn't say that. Couldn't be talking. So anyway, until next time, it's goodbye from me, Phil.
And goodbye from me, Scott.
Goodbye.